Meantime, the Palestinian and Israeli foreign ministers met in Brussels today to discuss a roadmap for the future. Is there any way to permanently end the bloodshed and break the cycle of violence, as we were just discussing? As much as people call for new leadership inside Israel, the same is true for the Palestinians, where experts say the people deserve better. I am joined now by Salam Fayyad. He served as Prime Minister for the Palestinian Authority, and he's joining the show from Princeton. Welcome back to the programme, Mr. Fayyad. I wonder whether you can respond to Zippy Livni in terms of the idea of what it's going to take to have a really empowered and capable Palestinian new leadership. What do you think there should be a new leadership, first and foremost?
Thank you, Kристиан, for having me on your show again. Let me first say that actually I have, for a number of years, been calling for the Palestinian leadership to be a part of making or working on a better future for the Palestinian people. So that's what comes to mind immediately when you say future leadership and all. And that requires recognition of the basic fact that a divided house cannot stand, certainly cannot continue to stand. That, to me, is the most pressing priority facing us. When it comes to talking about a different kind of PA and all of that, empowerment of the PA, enabling the PA, I was first to actually say explicitly that the PA, as currently constituted or configured, cannot really continue to govern and certainly cannot assume the responsibility of taking care of the needs of our people in Gaza, in addition to the West Bank. I use the terms reconfigure. By that, I meant, and I am repeating today, political enablement. And that really begins by trying to put the Palestinian polity together. That's an absolute must. Secondly, in terms of engagement with Israel on a solution and all, it's high time, it's been high time for a number of years now, that the path the PLO has been on, trying to really get us to the state that we wanted to have, on the territory Israel occupied in 1967, turned out to be at best an exercise in futility. Worse than that, actually, we are a lot more far removed from that as an outcome than we were at any point, to be honest with you right now. It's kind of ironic in some way that at the height of the ongoing war in Gaza, a lot of interest now resurfaced in the so-called two-state solution. Rather ironic, after many years of many people saying that it was at best on life support if it has not died already. Well and good. What are we really prepared to do about that? First of all, to recognize actually that the path we are on is not really going to take us to a better place. What would is actually a different political process, one that begins with recognition of our natural rights as a people. It's very important for our leadership to actually articulate a vision as to what that really actually might mean. Simultaneously, it should also busy itself and preoccupy itself with what is, to me, the most pressing priority of all, bringing the current ongoing war of aggression to an end. The two objectives, in my view, on the one hand, trying to put the Palestinian polity to unite it, to have a unitary Palestinian authority that governs through a government consented to by an expanded PA, is not inconsistent with anything. Actually, it is necessary. It might present an important instrument in trying to bring the war to an end. That's very, very important. So in all the talk about what needs to happen to the political process, how to revitalize it and all, I think all of this is important. It will take a lot of time before all of this is translated into an action plan that's agreed to and adopted internationally. In the meantime, what is happening to stop the war? That, to me, is the most pressing priority. With Palestinian leadership preoccupying itself first and foremost with that objective, bringing the war to an end by emphasizing and working on reuniting our polity, I think it definitely would make itself relevant to the discussion about the future. That's what's really needed in order to revitalize the Palestinian Authority, in my judgment.